All right, welcome back, guys, to the Crypto Jewels education stream. Today is episode 8. It is July 20th, and we're going to be talking about the Internet of Blockchains. And this is the Cosmos network, right? The Atom token secures the Cosmos network. You've seen Atom token traded around on major exchanges already, but what you might not know is the Cosmos network is a competitor to ETH and a uniter of all cryptocurrencies. So it threatens ETH and could very well have a massive year in the coming weeks and months as more utilities added to the Atom token. I'm not here to talk about specifically the Cosmos network, but the Osmos DEX that is built on the Cosmos blockchain. So I had to just kind of give you a brief intro into Cosmos. But what I'm going to do today is osmosis yield farming. It's a secret a lot of people might not know about. It literally is only out a couple months now. We did just miss a airdrop when they announced it. It's not too late to make good yield on this project, but we did miss out on part, at least, of the original incentive. So what I've already done here is I've invested, you can see $300 into one of these liquidity pools, and I'm already yielding this amount of money right here. And I can see that because I'm getting distributions every 24 hours. You can see it's down to 23 here. I tested it a couple days ago and have already received several dollars worth of Osmos token. And the Osmo token is the bone, if you will, of the Osmosis platform. If you guys are coming over from the Shiba swap, but Osmos is being minted and is a relatively stable coin right now. It did have much higher numbers when it was first announced, and people were buying it to add into the liquidity pool, similar to how Bone did when ShibSwap dropped. But the price has since come down quite a bit, and it was hard to buy some Osmo with Atom and then jump into this liquidity pool. And now I've already started to receive rewards. And I wanted to show you here my Keplr wallet with some of the rewards I just received in just 24 hours on that $270 balance. I did receive 2.7 Osmo, which is Osmo's $1.30, so whatever, $4. I have started staking my rewards already, compounding it, and it's very easy to do that. I want to show you can even do it just with this tiny little amount, $2.7. I'm just going to call Osmo $1 at this point, even though it's $1.30. So I can go in here into the Keplr wallet. I've already signed in, so you'll have to do that first. And then I'm going to find a staking validator that I want to delegate, and I will be earning a sizable staking reward on a direct blockchain native token, the Osmos, directly onto the Cosmos network is staking, similar to how you can bury Bone on the ShibSwap. You can restake the Bone rewards that you get on the ShibSwap liquidity pools. You can restake your Osmos here and effectively compound it much simpler. So I already have some in the Swiss staking and never received rewards. I wanted to show you guys that live, but if I hit manage, right, that already is popping up. I can go check out Swiss, that particular validator, and see what they're about and what they stand by, and some announcements they have. Or I can just get in here and do what I need to do, and I'm going to delegate, which you can. This is where you would press if you need to remove your tokens, and it does lock it up in 14-day batches. So if you are needing more liquid assets, do not stake it here. You have to have a 14-day cool off period to unstake it. But I'm cool with just staking it. See here, it gives you the warning that you do need to have 14 days unstaking period to unstake or undelegate your staked Osmo tokens. That's true for no matter which validator you select. So that's the same either way. So I have I have 12 already. I'm going to add my 2. So it doesn't actually give you a max button right there. So hopefully they add that. So I 2, 8, 6, 6, 1. I'm literally doing every tiny little penny of Osmo that I have, and I can still get it through. Watch. Delegate. Just like MetaMask, it pops up with a little button but unlike MetaMask, you don't have to select you don't have to have that pre-selected in your settings. You can select it per transaction. It pops up and prompts you to ask you. Right now, they're running a special and it's literally free. So obviously, why not? I'll do that. I have time. It's fast, slow, average, and low, just like you have the gas fees on Ethereum network, where you can pay more to move it faster in high congested or emergency like moves, where you are more worried about the change in the value of the token itself than the cost of moving it. Well, look at this, $0. Even if I was paying the average less than about a penny, that is amazing. This is the proof of the pudding, and if you will, in terms of why the Cosmos network is going to succeed long term, is because it literally, bam, my actual transaction cost was zero, and that one, to add my 2.778661 Osmo. Okay, so I can basically compound it very easily, and so I just got the confirmation, and now I have 15 Osmo staked. Pretty cool, guys. But let's get into the liquidity pools. Okay, so why I selected the pool 15 was I did some research on XPRT, and I determined that the persistence protocol that token is representing is a worthwhile investment, in my opinion, not financial advice. I like what they have here. This is basically going to be derivatives for the blockchain. A really cool concept. I mean, it'll blow your mind. You get onto the Persistence 1 development site and see what they're doing. It's very interesting. I'm gonna have to do a whole nother video dedicated just to persistence. But suffice to say, I'm cool with entering that pool. So that's why I chose that pool. It was a high reward. I selected the 14-day bonding period. You can have more than one batch of LP tokens designated into different bonding periods. So that's convenient. I haven't tested that out specifically yet, but the option is there. And you can see if I wanted to unbond my 9,600 LP tokens in this pool, if I hit this button, it'll have a transaction cost. It's tiny, 49 cents or zero right now. But I don't want to do that, okay? It'll take 14 days to unbond that. So that means from the time that I select unbond to the 14 days is when I actually get those 9,600 gamma LP tokens, liquidity pool tokens for the Osmosis DEX. It's a decentralized exchange, so it has to pay you really well to provide liquidity, and that's what we're doing here, guys. We're chasing yield farms. So I found I'm gonna definitely take the 14. I mean, why would you be here risking your assets for this? Unless you really, if you need liquidity, this is not personally, this is not where you're providing your utility is coming from. You're providing utility, so you're the other one. You need to be able to put your money away and invest in it in a platform and collect passive income and like select the 14 days. Don't do this, in my opinion. Don't do this for a day or 7-day bonding. Understand the risk of the 14-day bonding, but if you're here chasing liquidity, you're probably here, okay, with me. But anyways, let's go do another one. Now, let me back up for a second, okay? The Internet of Blockchains is actually not on the Ethereum network. So it doesn't have to, obviously we just saw that, it doesn't have to pay the Ethereum network costs. So what is it on? It's on the Cosmos network, its own blockchain. And some of these big names that you might not even realize are actually already on the Internet of Blockchains, the Cosmos blockchain, because it's so cheap. And they can literally build on it and charge a margin and create value in their own platform within that blockchain, right? And they're connected to the blockchain of Atom, the Atom token, the Cosmos network, but they're their own total concept, like BNB, the Binance chain, that's built on the Cosmos, okay? Persistence is built on it, a cash. So this is the other one I just did research on, is the cash network. Is basically taking on Amazon cloud services by providing a decentralized platform for cloud based services, which Amazon is making a killing on. And small businesses, I think the number was like 25% of their startup costs, especially in like internet-based companies, is in cloud-based services like Amazon, what Amazon provides, and that's a lot of centralized power in one person's hands. They control your data, so that's extremely valuable. Cash sets out to provide a decentralized opportunity for a marketplace to occur where Amazon isn't the only one providing cloud-based services. We, the people, are by providing just similar to mining in your basement with your mining rig. Well, you can provide cloud services with a rig as well. So obviously, I mean, that's the next evolution in this cloud-based decentralized crypto. So they have a token that represents their platform, And that's what I did research on. Again, I can probably dive into a whole nother video about the Cash Network and what they're doing. But the token is AKT. And so on this Osmos pools, for this demo today, I'm actually going to hop into pool number 3. Yeah, we're going to do pool number 3. AKT, 415%. It has a $4.8 million liquidity level. Pretty stable. I mean, that's a lot of money in there. Almost $5 million. Okay. I mean, there's $5 million worth of liquidity in there. So I feel like that's a pretty good level where it's it's not too shallow of a liquidity pool where you might get burnt out on the impermanent loss. And understand impermanent loss before you get into any liquidity pools. First of all, guys, understand impermanent loss. Use it to your advantage in some ways. When we trade between and we chase yield, we can start to learn how to use that to our advantage. But anyways, pool number 3 is what we're going to get into. But pool number 3 is AKT, which I just showed you is the Cash Network, the cloud-based platform. I don't mind having exposure to that. And Osmos is like the bone of osmosis. The decentralized platform has to have their own little token to reward you for providing liquidity and to make it more smooth for the actual transactions to occur, and there's more liquidity pool to make those a low-cost transaction. Again, all built on the Cosmos network. So I have Atom, because this is all on the Cosmos network. I have my Atom in my Keplr wallet. I have some available, but I need to convert it to Osmo and AKT to be able to get into this liquidity pool. All right, let's go do that. So I haven't explained this to you guys yet, but this is super awesome. The IBC network, this is inter-blockchain communication. So this is where the rubber meets the road, guys, again, with the Cosmos network. They boast that they are the internet of blockchains, right? Okay, are they? Well, this actually allows me to bring other tokens that are IBC enabled, okay, of which there are 9 right now, but there are more coming, and lots of people have announced that they are working on making their tokens IBC enabled, and the Gravity DEX will also have a Gravity bridge, is what they're calling it, that will allow IBC to be more universal, not just on this Osmos, okay? But for today's video, Osmosis has this IBC built into it. So what you can do is you can come in here and you can deposit your Atom tokens into the Osmos network. That's really all that means. And it's an amazing system that makes it fluid from one part of the Cosmos network to the other. And the funds can flow where the best projects are, and there are hundreds of them already. There's 300 projects on the Cosmos network, and there's $60 billion locked up. Where was that at? Right here. 248 apps and services already on the Cosmos network, and 5.7 billion with today's numbers being a little bit of a crunch, Bitcoin going down and everything. But it is the heartbeat of the interchain, guys. So what Cosmos has going here is pretty powerful. So IBC, what you do, you go in here and you deposit your Atom. So I'm going to deposit, select Cosmos Hub Atom, deposit from your Cosmos wallet to your Osmos wallet. That's really all it is. I'm still in my Keplr, but it's from the Cosmos network blockchain to the Osmos. This is great, between 2 blockchains. And watch how easy it is to do. I have 235 Atom there. Like I said, I'm going to do about $600 worth of Atom in terms of this investment. Today's prices. So deposit. Watch how quick and cheap this is, guys. It's going to cost me 4 cents. How much would that cost you? How much would that cost you on the Ethereum network? How quickly does that go through? All right. So it does take up to 10 minutes for those deposits to show up in the inter-blockchain communication portal. However, what I experienced the first time I did it was a lot quicker. So, oh, guys, we just got a fail. All right, that's the first fail I've had, so that it can be a frustrating thing. I know people have had that fail. I wanted to show you what you do if that happens. Cosmos, you do try it again. Type 60, but apparently I can't get away with doing a free trade today. So I want to deposit my 60 deposit. I'll take the 11 cent. I was going to do the low, but I'll do the 11 cent. So in times of increased use, it's just like Ethereum. We're just starting off on a lower base in terms of like costs. So that was going to be costing me 11 cents. That looks like that one is successful. So now if I refresh here, I should be able to go through to the trade. and buy I'm going to use my atom. Actually, what I need to do is just hit swap on that. You can just hit this button and it flips it. So from atom, it still shows I have 0 atom available. So give it a second. There it is. Boom. I just refreshed the page. 60 atoms showed up there. Bam. I'm still in my Keplr wallet. I need to switch half of this, so I'll do 30. Well, I'll leave 5. So actually, we're gonna do 30. Half of this to Osmo, right? Yep. Swap. This shows you the swap rate and the swap fee. A little bit of slippage. You hit swap. So since we can't get away with the free one, well, let's try the free one again. Zero trade costs, other than the swap fee. Actual transaction costs, 0. All right, let's try that. See if it goes through. The other one we just paid was pretty cheap, but this free is better. That went through. So apparently on the swapping, the free is pretty easy. On the interconnected blockchain, that portal is a little slower. Maybe the gravity bridge will speed that up when that goes live. So now I have Osmo and Atom. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. Now I need to go from Atom to what I say, the AKT. No, I did screw it up. That's what I need to do. Available 30 max AKT. That's what I wanted to do. And 136 AKT, which is what I should be getting. All right, go ahead and hit swap. Let's see if I can get away with another free transaction. I have Osmos in my account now, so I have to, but I have free. Let's try it. Looks like on the swap, it's pretty nice. Like very smooth, very quick. You're showing 0 transaction costs on that. Pretty nice. So far, I now just traded 60 Atom, 30 for AKT, and 30 for Osmos. All right, so I go to the pool. I come down, I select pool number 3, which is and look, bam, bonus, 33,600 AKT, a bonus starting in just 5 days ago, guys. Cool, right? So kind of probably why this is so high for now. So that's the token. I'm going to go into add, remove liquidity, add liquidity. All right, now I have 0 of the liquidity tokens. I have available 135 AKT and 220 Osmos. I'm going to try to do it all. Amount is empty. 138. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 135.8. 747. Right, so I'm going to literally try to do every scrap of that AKT that I just bought. 135, 87, 47, and I have to pair that with 218 Osmos, and I have 220 available. Cool. So add liquidity. It's this simple, guys. It's really this simple to yield farming. I'm going to select the low and see if I can get away with a free transaction. Okay. The worst I can do is try it again. Transaction failed. Okay. Go back in there. That failed to execute. I will not try to do the free one again. All right. Let's try it again. 135.8747. Still is 218 Osmos. Add liquidity. I'll pay the 1 penny to go a little faster, I guess, instead of failing again. All right, 1 penny, and the transaction is complete. So there we have added about $600 worth of Atom tokens into the Osmos and AKT pool. If I refresh my page here, I have pool 13 and number 3 now. So, but one question that I'm going to get a lot, and I need to make sure you guys understand this. Do not miss this part. You must bond it to actually start getting rewards. So now I own the liquidity, okay? But look, this number I originally have here, I've bonded. So I'm earning the rewards. Right now, I'm in this pool number 3, and I just added the liquidity 567 valued worth. between that pool, AKT Osmo, but I have not bonded it yet. So let's go in there, click it, and you can see you have options, 330% for the 1 day bonding, 391 for the 7 days, and 412 for the 14 days. Again, we already talked about it, 14 days is the way to go in my opinion. So here's where you go. You go to start earning right here. It gives you a chance to select the day, 7-day, or 14-day bonding. I'm gonna go for the highest yield, guys. Sorry, I'm a yield farmer right now. All right, so add liquidity tokens. I have 9,790. Bam, let's do the max. All right, 2-day bonding transaction. So this is giving you a warning that you can only do this so many times per day. That's fine. I'm gonna bond. It's 48 cents for an average transaction, or 0 for the Osmos. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to try to do the low to save you guys the time, but I would try the low usually and just see what happens. If it's going to give you that option, try it. The worst you can do is try it again, right? All right, I'll do the 48 cents because I have the Osmos in my balance already anyways, because of the staking is constantly earning me Osmos, which I recommend having a little bit of extra Osmos in there just and stake it. That way you're continuously earning that tiny little amount of Osmos that you need to make a few transactions here and there for 45 cents. That makes sense to me. But anyways, it looks like that transaction went through. So now if I go down here, it shows in my bonding, 14 days, I'm going to start earning on this amount of gamma relative to the pool. I have $600 relative to this $4.8 million pool, so I'm not going to be getting a whole lot percentage-wise of the pool, but it should still yield me this same return. So that's it, guys. That's how you liquidity farm, you liquidity pool into these pairs on the Osmosis DEX, which is built on the Cosmos platform. Please like and subscribe my channel. I will be going more into detail about the Cosmos inter blockchain communication and what they have going on with the Gravity Bridge and the Gravity DEX, and Persistence and the Cash both deserve their own video. But for now, that was a great little tutorial of how to do osmosis pools and start earning maximum yield. I picked out some of these ones that are in 400 range, but you see down here, there are several that are in the 500 range still right now. 1, 2 at least, and several others in the 400s that I did not. And if you wanted to be more conservative, you can always just stick with the Atom Osmos pool, which is still earning a 272% yield. The Atom is definitely a much more widely accepted token and is traded on all major centralized exchanges. This just happens to be the native platform, native blockchain for Atom, where you're going to get your highest yield holding Atom here instead of on a centralized exchange. And I think I showed you guys this before, but when you're having when you actually own the keys to your tokens and you can delegate it to a staking validator personally, and you take that responsibility, then it's away from the centralized exchanges, then you're going to earn a massively higher return. Almost 10% instead of on the Atom instead of the 5% that Coinbase is paying you. Check it. Check your Coinbase. It's like 4 or 5%. This is 9.93%. Okay, just for the same exact Atom tokens you have on Coinbase. So I highly recommend that. And the Kava token is obviously 33. So I'm gonna get into do a whole nother video on the Kava and some of these others. But as you guys know, I'm all about the blockchain passive, how to earn passive returns with the least amount of money. I put 300 in to test it. Bam, 24 hours, I was already receiving rewards. Bam, I do it again. I'm gonna keep getting rewards, and as the more it works out for me and I verify that it works and I can pull out money and I've tested it and I've checked the audits, then I start putting more and more money in. But always be very, very careful when you enter these new platforms. It is extremely risky. So caution to you all, the DEX it's a decentralized exchange, so that you don't have that security, but you also have much more privacy and control of your own tokens. One thing I didn't even touch on is you can actually vote within the same Keplr platform here. You go in and you select what you want to vote for based on the proposals that are live on the Osmos or Atom network, and you get votes. The number of Atom tokens you own is proportionate to the number of votes you get. And there seems to be a lot of interaction. You can see some of these get over 60% turnout. That means 60% of people that owned Atom have voted on this. Pretty cool, guys, that you're getting that much interaction between the owners of the token and the governance on a regular basis. And when you can see here, you vote, you just quickly hit yes or no, confirm, and then it actually costs you a few pennies to be able to vote, or you can select this 0 one and try to get that transaction through. It sends a vote through a tiny little transaction, and that's how it's all done digitally through the blockchain. Really cool stuff, guys. So you just saw me stake. You just watched me stake my rewards and compound them. You just also watched me add into a new liquidity pool and why I chose that liquidity pool. And then you just also watched me vote using my Osmos and Atom tokens to vote on changes through the Keplr Wallet. All really cool stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, but the internet of blockchains is still just beginning. There are 248 services and almost $60 billion worth. It is just getting started. Anyways, thanks for watching the Crypto Jewels stream. Hope you guys having a good day. God bless and be safe.